Apropos to Rashi's commentary, there's a short footnote that directs us to a commentary of Rashi to Bereshit 3:8. Perek 3 in Sefer Bereshit deals with the violation by Adam and Chava of the command of not to eat from the Eitz Hada'at, and the pasuk states that subsequent to their violation of God's command, Vayishmu et kol Hashem Elokim mithalech began, they detect the presence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and in a very primitive response they attempt to hide amongst the Eitz Hagan, the forests, hoping that God would not find them. Grammatically, the opening phrase of this pasuk is quite problematic, and recognizing the textual anomaly, Rashi writes, Yesh midrashi agada rabim. There are many agadic midrashim on this verse. Ukvar sid rum rabotenu al mechonam bebereshit rabba b'shar midrashot. Our rabbis have already arranged them, presented them in their proper setting, in the Bereshit Rabbah and in other midrashim. Rashi then goes on to state what was to become the foundation of his commentary to the Chumash text, V'ani lo bati ella l'pshuta shel mikra. Double negative, with my commentary, I come to present the pshuta shel mikra of the text. Ul agada, and as for the agada interpretations, or alternatively, I will use the Medrash agada interpretations, hamiyashevet divrei hamikra, where they will resolve the words of the text in the event that the pshuta shel mikra falls short. Davar dibur, each word will be stated, possibly referring to his commentary, ubemashma'o, with its correct meaning. Another of the rules that the Rebbe applies to Rashi is that he does not include superfluous information, a point that was made earlier. Hence, when Rashi does include information drawn from the Midrash Tanchuma, one must conclude that the inclusion of this information comes to address a textual anomaly that remained in this situation subsequent to the justification for God's rejection of Cain's offering on the basis that the Pri Ha'adama was Garua, substandard. Which brings us to a fine-tuning of question number 1. What is the textual difficulty in Bereshit 4:3 that is addressed with Rashi's interpretation, drawn from the Medrash Tanchuma, that Cain's offering was bundles of flax? One cannot challenge the validity of Rashi's interpretation for the Pri Ha'adama on the basis that there is no textual evidence that it was Zera Pishtan flax, because, as Rashi himself forewarns, this assertion is based upon MIDRASHIC material that is not bound by the parameters of Pshuta Shel Mikra. And another of the rules that the Rebbe applies to Rashi's commentary, one that extends from his commentary to Bereshit 3:8, the incident of Adam and Chava, is that when he uses midrashic material, they need to be at the very least aligned with the Pshuta Shel Mikra, in other words, not in conflict, in order for that information to be included. It is for this reason that Rashi introduces the flax thesis with the words Vayesh Agada, as if to say, this assertion comes from a midrashic source, rather than one based upon the Pshuta Shel Mikra. And that brings us back to question number 1. What is the textual anomaly that exists for which Rashi must draw from the Medrash Tanchuma that Cain's offering comprised bundles of flax?